Hey everyone, welcome to the unboxing video of the test copy of Sexual Polarity Tarot. I'm very excited to share this moment with you as I get to experience the deck for the first time. After working on it with my coach Anouk and graphic designer Suzanne for over a year, so this is the first time I'm going to see it. I didn't do much preparation for this video apart from the key points that I wanted to talk about, which I shared on my Instagram. So, bear with me if I might ramble a bit here and there. Also, I'm in an apartment building, so if my neighbors start drilling or something or whatever, we might have to see how we can cut that out or whatever, but that's not the important part, of course. Let's get to see this baby. This is the first version of my deck, and it's like a test drive deck to see if and where some final adjustments might be made before you will be able to pre-order the deck. But overall, I'm pretty certain that it's mostly done. We're going to take a quick look at the box, some of the cards. I'll talk a bit about what the deck has to offer and how it's structured. And I'll go into some card meanings. Let's dive into it. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm really happy with this. This looks really good. There we go. Nice. The box feels very, very smooth, very nice, but still sturdy. Great. Suzanne showed me the option for charcoal blue, and I really loved it because dark blue is my favorite color. And seeing it for the first time with my eye instead of on a computer screen, I'm really happy with it. And especially how it matches the white colors. I opted for a box that can fit through a letterbox. So most of you do not have to stay at home to receive the package or go and pick the package up somewhere, at least for the people who have a letterbox, of course. And I chose to show the artwork of the Lover's card for the box and booklet because this is one of the cards in the deck that represents both masculine and feminine vibes. So some of you might also recognize this couple as Tristan and Isolde. Their story of intense love and passion embodies the theme of sexual polarity, deep emotional connections, and the choices we have to make in love. So I thought they were a perfect fit also for the box and the booklet. But I will tell a bit more about the major arcana cards later on. So let's open this up. Nice. Wow, yeah. No, overall I'm really excited to see this. Looks really good. The size of the cards, for a while we were aiming at like a bit bigger than this, but in the end we decided to go a little bit smaller. And my hands are not the biggest hands in the world, so I think for that reason it's pretty nice to see that they're good to shuffle. Also, I like how sturdy the cards are. I really like the quality. So this deck is like a combination of my experience and knowledge as a psychologist, with the theme of sexual polarity and the elements of earth, fire, water, and air. So there's the masculine and the feminine vibe, and then some cards embody both the masculine and the feminine vibe, and every card is also represented by one of the elements. So water represents feeling and intuition, earth represents sensing and practicality, air represents thinking and intellect, and fire is about passion and creativity. And what I chose to do is I chose to connect a specific culture to these suits and elements. You can easily recognize also the logo on the front of the card. I'm not sure how this is going to come across like on camera, but from my naked eye, and my eyes are like maybe 30 centimeters, 40 centimeters away from the desk, I can still clearly see them. So as you can see, for the earth element, this is the pentacle suit. I chose to connect the Incans as a culture to this suit. And here to the left, you can see the Egyptians for the watery cups. And then for the wand suit, it's connected to the fire element. And I connected the culture of the samurai to this suit. I didn't imagine it would be this difficult to talk when I'm having this deck in my hand for the first time and seeing it, because, you know, I'm simultaneously processing the way, like, how it is to, after 1 year, finally see these cards that I've been imagining for so long. And it feels really great, but also kind of scary, because I have no idea how you are going to look at this deck, of course. And here is the sword suit, which is connected to the element of air. And as you can see, there's also some lightning in this Ace of Swords. This is because I try to incorporate different elements that come with the suit of air. So you'll see a lot of clouds, skies, electricity, lightning, birds. So the Three of Swords, for instance, it's represented by feminine energy. And you can recognize this because the left side of the logo is featured on the card. So all of the cards have this. So for instance, when you look at the Four of Swords, it's represented by masculine energy. And as you can see, it has the right side of the logo on it. What I forgot to mention is that there's no booklet, because this proof edition doesn't come with a book. Of course, when I'll be ordering the deck for real, it will have the booklet. And this is something that I guess I have to show you later on. But what is important to know is that the minor arcana, they have more to do with the daily challenges in our love lives. And the aces in the deck, they are kind of designed to portray like the energy of the suit. So I wrote the descriptions for the aces as more of the overall feeling of the vibe of the suit. Then the 10 to the 2 of each suit. In the booklet, they include 2 coaching questions. So every 2 to 10 each contain 2 questions in the booklet that will be supportive to you in reflecting on your love life and personal development. And if you are a coach or you do readings for others, These questions are also an extra element that you can use in your readings to offer value to your clients. Every suit is represented by a distinct culture which emphasizes different qualities and aspects of we as humans in our romantic relationships, but also when you are single. So all of the cards will have some element, or at least most of them will have some element of being useful for introspection and personal development, whether you are single or in a romantic relationship. And I specifically wanted to include both perspectives and experiences in the deck. The major arcana, they represent archetypes that embody a specific aspect of sexual polarity. Like the High Priestess is also known as the mysterious lover, and the Emperor is known as the assertive partner. And they are also connected to one of the elements. And for the numerology enthusiasts, I wanted to include the numbers that they have. So let me see if I can find some. So here we have the lovers, which are also on the cover. You can see here, it's one of the cards that represents both masculine and feminine energy, so it has the entire logo. And you can probably guess that it's represented by the air element. And you can see here the number that I included. So what I tried to do for the major arcana is I tried to include a mythological and or historical character from the respective culture that the element is connected to. So here we have Emperor Jimmu, and this is a historical character from samurai culture. The Magician is represented by Merlin. It is represented by the air element. So as an example, this is the Egyptian god Thoth. And yeah, I thought he was particularly well connected to the card of the Hanged Man. Anubis as Death. I really love this card. This is one of my favorites, I think. I really loved and enjoyed the creative process of designing my deck in such a way that it can be used in multiple creative ways. Because I know that everyone's relationship with tarot is different, right? So maybe your intuition resonates more with the elements. But for another reader, the polarity aspects of feminine, masculine, or both might resonate the most. And yet for another reader, the cultures might inspire them more, especially if they already also have more knowledge about specific characters, like on the major arcana, for instance, or about the environments that these cultures lived in. The numerology aspect, the fact that the logo is on front of it. I wanted to make it as eclectic as possible to use it, all the while not losing touch with the tradition of Rider-Waite, because this is how I got to know my first deck. And I think for a lot of people, this is the same. So I wanted to loosely base the deck and the art of the images as much as possible on the Rider-Waite, but here and there add my own flavor to it. So let me see if I can find some court cards. Here I got some court cards from the different suits. The way I designed the court cards is that for every suit, they represent a specific development path. So from the Page of Cups, from being more asleep, stuck in their ego, up until the kings that are like truly awake and free from their ego. And for the cups, it's the queen who has developed the furthest. So in that suit, they will be reversed. And what was important for me was to also try to find a way to resemble the Rider-Waite images, but also keep in touch with the culture that they originate from. And I didn't want to put all of the knights on horses. And as you can see, I've included elements that resonate well with the meaning of the suit and its corresponding elements, and or the masculine or feminine vibe that is also represented by it. So for instance, you can see here that the king with the air element, which also revolves a lot about wisdom, pursuit of knowledge, clarity of mind. You can see that the king, he's also like scholarly. So he's reading his book, he's chilling over here. But in the meantime, there's like this big epic storm above him, but he's not fazed by it, right? Because he's free, he's awake, he's found a way to be happy, right? And he's found a way to be offering value, not just for himself, but for everyone. For the Queen of Wands, I'm also really happy to have found an image with a black cat, because I think it belongs on the card. So yeah, guys, thanks for being here with me today. It was a lot harder for me to make this video than I thought it would be. I had a lot of difficulty finding my words because like I'm simultaneously experiencing what it is like to experience the deck for the first time and holding it actually in my hand. Overall, I'm really happy with it. I also hope you like the first sight of it. If you have any questions about it, shoot me a message on Instagram. I'm really looking forward to knowing what kind of reactions you have seeing this deck for the first time. And yeah, you can be sure that I'll be sharing more of it in the time to come. I really like the quality. These things are not going to break easily. So yeah, thanks again for being here, guys. Keep an eye on the Instagram accounts because I'll be sharing a lot more of these babies in the coming time. Yeah, really excited about it. Okay, see you later.